Good morning, everyone. And once again, welcome to another live this morning. Hope you're having a great start to your day. And as usual, we'll wait till a few folks come on this morning. Michael, good morning. Nick from our staff is on. Francis Marie. Nativity, good morning. And Kim is on with us this morning. Good morning, Rosa and Andrea, Niagara Falls. You guys are great. We appreciate it. Good crew on already. Marcy, good morning. Howdy. And we'll wait just another. Steph, good morning. Welcome back, Steph. We appreciate you. Michelin, thank you for coming on. Susan from Alberta, good morning. And Lorraine, Brenda, and Judy from Newfoundland. Kevin from Oshawa. Okay, we're going to talk about skin. Bonjour, Diane. Good friends, Diane and Jean. Nellie. And Jeanette, always appreciated. Frida, cool 3 degrees in Devlin. Yes, you know what? Cold here in Sudbury this morning. Suzanne and Jan and Jeanette from our staff. Dave from Windsor. Good morning, Dave. Always good to have you on with us. Fran, good to have you on. Shelley, New Brunswick. Nouveau Brunswick. Melody from BC. Bright and early, and it's sunny out there. Hope it's coming east. 5:30. Henriette, good to have you on with us this morning. Joy and Evelyn and Carrie from Sarnia. Love Sarnia. Okay. And Jane, really appreciate it. Debbie, okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Terry, and good morning to you. And Lorna from Buckhorn. Tony from Winnipeg. I like that name. Okay, we're going to talk about skin this morning because there was a study that just came out that I flagged, and I'll read it to you. And then we're going to talk about skin, okay? Because this study that I flagged yesterday said PUFAs, polyunsaturated fatty acids, make you burn much easier in the sun. Make you burn much easier in the sun, PUFAs. What are PUFAs? Polyunsaturated fatty acids. Where are they found? In seed oils, okay? Seed oils. From canola to any what they call vegetable oils that have become very, very popular because they are found in the middle aisles of your grocery stores. Anything that's preserved, okay? When you get packaged goods, middle aisles of the grocery stores, they're using oils like PUFAs, polyunsaturated fatty acid. They're not using saturated fat, they're using polyunsaturated fatty oils, acids, and what they're showing is that when you are eating this stuff, you are much more likely to burn in the sun. Much more likely to burn in the sun. A lot of people have said, even after the reset, that they find that they can stay in the sun longer. Redheads have told me that. And of course, always put a little disclaimer on, don't burn in the sun. Okay, we never recommend that. But isn't it interesting that people, the study is showing that people that eat a lot of, and you know what, when you eat junk foods, from potato chips to fast foods in the fast food, it's what they cook. You know, your chicken nuggets in, what do they cook it in? PUFAs, polyunsaturated fatty acids. And they reuse the oil. That makes it even worse. And we have today a huge, huge imbalance between omega-6 and omega-3. Now, somebody was asking me yesterday about why they're confused as to why they can't use on the reset peanuts or almond milk or whatever. I don't like almond milk because it's not, to me, it's not natural. Plus, you're increasing your levels of omega-6. We already got way too much omega-6. Omega-6 is found in polyunsaturated fatty acids. As that balance, okay? Like when I was a little kid, if you look at the history of food, omega-3 to omega-6 was, maybe 2 to 1. Your peanut oils, your some of your plant oils, compared to omega-3, which is mostly found in the animal kingdom. You know, your fish, your eggs, and steak. But today it's, some have said up to 27 to 1 in some people, that ratio. When you have an imbalance between omega-6 and omega-3, you create in the body a response. It's inflammation. That's not good. And we've talked about that, what it does to your blood vessels, what it does to your brain, what it does to your heart, in cancer, in you name it. So the right thing to do is to get your omega-6 levels down. You do that by, first of all, upping your omega-3 levels and staying away as much as possible from any junk food. So that was a study. So let's go into how to protect your skin, how to anti-age your skin. Really important. Look, your skin is the largest organ in your body. It is an organ. It's an organ. And we have to take care of it. And I'm big on, when it comes to your skin, working inside out. Because a lot of people have this idea that skin, moisturizers and, taking care of your skin externally. And you can spend a lot of money, taking care of your skin externally. But really, it's got to be the opposite. I use Rivera on my skin. And it's the only product I use on my skin. I use it as a moisturizer, natural sunscreen, and you don't need a lot. Because I work on my skin, I work inside out. That's really important. So I've written down 7 things that we'll talk about this morning. As far as your skin, number 1, numero uno, is hydrating your skin inside out. How do you hydrate it? Not with a moisturizer, although, like I said, I got no problem with that. But I don't care what you put on the surface of your skin. If you don't start inside out, you're going to be in trouble. And you need, the first vitamin that you need for your skin is W, water. You need to hydrate. Your skin is an organ. Every organ in your body demands H2O. It was kind of funny yesterday, and people that don't know me or whatever, I had gone to get some water, okay? And when I got the water, the lady gave me a bottle. She thought I wanted to fill the... I said, well, what kind of water can I fill my empty with? The big gallons of water there. And she said, well, the best is, reverse osmosis, taking everything out of the water, and demineralized water. I said, can I give you a little teaching? And she looked at me like I had two heads. I said, well, I beg to disagree with you. She says, oh, yeah? I said, I know you work at a water store here, but I just want to tell you the best water is spring water. And she said, why is that? I said, well, it has minerals in it. Mineral water is the best water. It has the highest pH. Now, all water is good. All water is good. But spring water is the best. It has the highest pH. She said, I didn't know that. Yeah, well, I said, that's what minerals do to water. Now, I said, you should tell your clients that come in here, if they want to use the filtered water, where all of the impurities are taken out and the minerals are taken out too, I said, make sure they add a little pinch of salt to their water. She said, oh, yeah? I said, yeah, because that's really the best water because of what it does to the pH. Oh, okay. I said, I hope you didn't mind me giving you a little teaching. She was very nice about it. Very, very nice. I said, well, I happen to talk. She didn't know who I was. I just said, I happen to talk about water a lot. I call it vitamin W. It's a vitamin. Vitamins are what you can't live without. Okay? That's why they're classified as vitamins. And, I've done a little bit of a modification of vitamins for the Martin Clinic, for you guys. But they're essential. You can't live without water. And your skin needs hydration. So every time you drink water, think of hydrating your skin. Your skin needs H2O. Inside out. Always work from the inside out when it comes to your skin. Okay, so water, you need it. Every organ in your body needs it, and your skin is your largest organ. And it's the one you can see. It's the organ that you can see. But I often tell people, when you look at a person's skin, I was taught, my father, my grandfather before me, you got two eyeballs, observe. Look. I used to look at people coming in, right? And I looked at their skin. I could tell anemia in about 5 seconds. I didn't need to see no blood work. I just looked. You're pale. You're anemic. But no, I used to look at their eyes, underneath their eyes. I'd look at the complexion of their skin because it tells you a big story. Doesn't tell you everything, but it does tell you lots. So, skin, inside out. 2, collagen. Now that's becoming sort of like a buzzword today in natural health, collagen peptides and collagen. Well, your body is made up of collagen. It's your matrix. Everything everything, including your skin, has a high level of collagen. It's one of the reasons that my favorite protein is collagen protein in bone broth. I love bone broth. It's good for everything. You can use it as a meal replacement. Give bone broth. If your kids are not, or grandchildren are not eating properly, can you please make them a Dr. Martin Perfect smoothie, which is good for your skin even. But it's good for them because it's a meal replacement. Collagen protein has everything in it. From your amino acids to your glutamine, and your good for your gut and good for your brain. And I showed you, this is when did I do it? A year ago? I sort of had a little demonstration of a sleep tool, and I don't talk about this enough. Taking, bone broth helps you to sleep for a lot of people. Take a little bit. Do a little bit of the smoothie before bedtime. Don't take a whole smoothie. You'll be up all night, raring to go. But bone broth is helpful. You can use it in a hot drink or whatever. It's good for you. It's good for your skin. Again, inside out. Because one of the things that bone broth does, it's got L-glutamine, regenerates your gut. This is why I'm big even on gut health and probiotics. Even on your skin, you have millions and millions and millions of bacteria. You don't see those bacteria, but they're there. I used to tell people, look, when I rub my skin like this, you don't see it so much, but you just, you got lots of cells that just fall off of skin. That's just normal. Cellular debris, it comes off. Your skin's always regenerating. One of the things that help your skin to regenerate is bacteria. Remember, in bacteria, good, bad, and ugly. Okay? That was a movie. Good, bad, and ugly. On your skin, if you see anything on your skin, from eczema to psoriasis, any kind of rash, you have to look internally to the gut. Leaky gut, leaky skin. If you don't have a healthy gut, and one of the reasons that you would not have a healthy gut with a lot of bad bacteria and even ugly bacteria, which is usually what I call fungus, candida, gets in there because you don't have enough friendly bacteria. So people can have compromised skin with the overuse of antibiotics, the overuse of non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, even over-the-counter ones like Advil and others. They can destroy your friendly bacteria. PUFAs. Change the microbiome, the bad fats. Change your microbiome inside and can age your skin on the outside. So gut health is very, very important. It's why I recommend to you and your dog, I don't care. Everyone, in my opinion, needs to be on probiotics. It is absolutely essential, in my opinion. Probiotics, in the day and age in which we live, where we're surrounded by chemicals, we're surrounded by everything, the environment, and all of that, you need to replace that bacteria. It is part of having healthy skin. Again, your skin is an organ. Diet. I could have started first with the diet. Well, I did in a way. I started with PUFAs. But let me talk to you about sugar. What does sugar do to the skin? Two things. One, sugar creates an enormous amount of free radicals. Okay? Sugar creates an enormous amount of free radicals in the form, I explain this in the book, The Reset. I explain it. Sugar creates in the body, internally and externally, what we call glycation end products. What is that? Glycation end products is glycation. What it does, it takes away the elasticity, the vitality of your skin. It's called AGES, aged. It's a perfect name for it, because advanced glycation, and here's the synonym, the advanced glycation end products. And they give it the symbol AGE apostrophe S. Advanced glycation end products. It comes from sugar. There's nothing that will age your skin faster than the sugar. It's not the sun. It's not the sun that ages your skin. It's sugar that ages your skin. Now again, I always use a disclaimer. Don't overdo the sun. Don't overdo it. But you need it. Your skin desires it. It's how you make vitamin D. And they're showing, research is showing, people who get skin cancer are the people who don't get enough sun, especially the deadly form of cancer, melanoma. It's just a fact. Don't come after me. Don't be mad at me. Because I know it's ingrained. You know, the sun, it'll age your skin. You'll wrinkle up like a prune in the sun. No, you won't. But if you overdo it, you will. Okay? If you overdo it, it's not good. Burning. Don't burn in the sun. Put a hat on. Cover up. Okay? No, but really, guys, his skin is inside out. And, you know, it's important that you do that. Sugar creates glycation end products. Not only free radicals are oxidative damage and glycation. Oxidative damage. You rust out. Your skin will rust out if you don't have enough antioxidants. That's why I'm big on antioxidants. One of the best antioxidants that you can take is vitamin C. Are you listening? Coffee. Not the other vitamin C. There's nothing wrong with the other vitamin C, by the way. But you want a better vitamin C? You drink coffee for your skin. I know. Don't Google it. Don't Google it, because you won't find it on your Google that coffee is good for your skin, but it is. It's a powerful antioxidant, is coffee. It's got quercetin. It's got polyphenols. And tea is all right, but it ain't coffee, okay? For my tea drinking friends, I'm sorry. I feel sorry for you. Doc, I don't like coffee. Well, I feel sorry for you. What's the matter with you? And guys, it's not the caffeine, it's the bean. The bean. You want nice skin? You need antioxidants because you're going to protect your skin from free radical damage. Navitol, tremendous. Inside. I remember doing a seminar. What year was it? 1998, maybe? Long time ago. I went to France. 98, 97, somewhere in there. Maybe even earlier than that. I can't remember now what year it was. And I gave a dissertation on pine bark extract and what it did with chronic fatigue syndrome. But I also talked about its powerful antioxidant effect on free radical damage for the skin, even back then. And of course, I'm just a clinician. I didn't do a 10,000 case double-blind placebo study or anything like that. I just, we were making observations with the patients that I saw. They were giving testimony how their skin improved with taking an antioxidant. So vitamin C, coffee, vitamin D, we talked about it, but it's important to understand that your skin needs vitamin D. So when your levels of vitamin D in your serum go up, you get another protective layer. What they're showing with vitamin D itself, okay, is that it's good for the skin because what vitamin D, first of all, when you allow sunshine to come on your skin, sunshine on my shoulder makes me happy. Okay? When you allow sun to come on your skin, one of the things, and I've talked to you about it, is it allows your nitric oxide levels to go up. What is nitric oxide? Opens up your blood vessels. It's a little explosion that actually you have a little compound in your blood vessels called nitric oxide. We didn't know that before 1980. We didn't know that. But it's one of the mechanisms of how your blood vessels relax. They open up. Allows more blood supply. Your skin has blood supply. Okay? Usually in the form of capillaries. Little single cell tributaries, part of your circulatory system, and your skin needs blood supply. When you are in the sun, one of the things that happens, you elevate your nitric oxide. It actually helps your blood supply to your skin. Isn't that important? You get melatonin too, to help you to sleep. That's how you make melatonin during the day. You get melatonin from the sun. Now, vitamin D internally is good for your nitric oxide levels. It's not as good as the sun, but let's say you're in the winter, you can't get much sun, or you're in the area, you don't get a lot of sun. You work indoors, you don't get a lot of sun. Then vitamin D is important, in my opinion, as a supplement, even for your skin. Okay. And look, if you want to moisturize your skin, like I said, we have a tremendous formula for skin with pine bark extract and hyaluronic acid. A tremendous formula, Rivera. We love it. You know, I'm doing a little advertising. People love that product. It's a great skin product. But you know, coconut oil is good. I love coconut oil for skin too, you know, and you can use it. It's used often as a natural sunscreen. But again, understand this, okay? Understand this. I do not like chemicals on your skin. Don't use chemicals on your skin. You want to age your skin, they say, oh, this moisturizes, and you look at the label of the product and you can't even pronounce the names of most of them. Well, I you know, in my opinion, don't put that on your skin. That'll age your skin. That'll age your skin. I wouldn't put petroleum products on your skin. So I thought that's what we would talk about this morning, because as soon as I flagged that study on PUFAs, polyunsaturated, you see the diet is really important. And there's two things. We talk about these things all the time. Stay away from the crappy carbohydrates and stay away from sugars. Okay? Stay away from sugars. Now, you can have some berries, and I don't mean that fructose in fruits. You know, people ask me about that every day. Dr. Martin, do you mean fruit? Well, I said, don't live on fruit. They're God's candies. Don't live on fruit. We live in a different world today. Sugar, 200 pounds, the dump truck load of sugar that everybody's eating today. Just about. North America. Unbelievable, the amount of sugar and the amount of PUFAs we're eating. People live on that stuff. And so, you know, I'm not big on look, fruits ain't going to kill you, but you're adding sugar, even if it's natural fructose, to the amount of sugar. You know, like, again, it's better to give a kid a banana than to give them a chocolate bar. There's no doubt about that. But we live in a different world. If you would have talked to me in the 1970s, I'm different today. I have to tell you, you know, like 1970, yeah, have an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Today, nah, not so much. Don't have an apple every day. Not that the apple will kill you, but if you're eating too much sugar, you're just adding more sugar. Okay? But I got no problem. Give berries to your kids, you know, your grandchildren. Put them in their smoothie for them. None of that on the reset, though. The reset is a 30-day program to reset your body, and you start with your insulin. And you have to lower that. Lower your insulin. You're going to have better skin. I'm telling you. Many, many testimonies I've seen when they get rid of the PUFAs and they get rid of the sugars, even in 30 days, your skin regenerates. It really makes a big change to the health of your skin. Okay. Okay, guys. We appreciate it. We are going into, just got to give you a little announcement here. See the book, The Reset? Third print. Third printing. Unreal. You've kept it at number 1. We appreciate that. It is the number 1 health book in Canada. Okay? And the Metabolic Reset. Thanks again. You guys did that. Okay? So we thank you for that. Question and answer Friday. Don't be shy. Send in your questions. Okay? I try and answer all of them. I really do. Sometimes I skip over a couple because I'm a senior citizen. I miss a few once I get on my rants. But I really do try and answer all the questions. Okay? And if you're not, again, for those new on our program, if you're not a member of our private Facebook group, then please join us at on Facebook at our private Facebook group. What a great community, and we appreciate it. The feedback and all of the communication there between our members. We love that. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so until the next time, we love you, and I mean that. Okay, bye.